All right, you ready?
I am ready.
What do you do for a living?
I like to classify it as a reseller. Personally, I see it as a middleman for clothing.
When did you realize that this could be a solid, livable source of income?
Almost immediately, but I want to say nothing has value unless it has a demand. As soon as I found sources that wanted what I could provide, then it became, valuable to me and worth it to me.
About how much money worth of clothes do you come home with after a good trip?
After one single mall trip, I would say in the what people would say street value, I would say $300, but at retail, I would say about $1,500, $1,600.
Where do you resell most of your clothes to?
They are thrift stores that take them. They are eBay, a whole reseller community that looks for deals on high-end things, super sought-after things I get my hands on.
Do the thrift stores ever ask you where you get so many clothes from?
Just a couple different ones have known to just leave it alone. A couple more have questioned, just either to put on the books or just to have them better sleep at night. I just let them know that, I work with a company that has, a surplus of clothing that I am in charge of getting rid of, which isn't too far from a lie. So,
Is there a certain method you use to getting your clothes or a technique?
there is a plethora of techniques, and it's not just point A, point B, point C. It is the whole alphabet times five, in one single go. But I've gotten so used to it and accustomed to it that I can do it on autopilot mentally. I do my research based on, YouTube, TikTok videos of these things and how employees look for certain people. I like to do the opposite of it. So I like to be in their face, I like to be, I like to take on that role of the secret shopper. Like, I'm the guy in control. I am the, opposite of what you're looking for. I want you to take your eyes off me. I want to be invisible. And the only way to do that is to be visible, believe it or not. The intention is not to harm any employees or get them in trouble. It's to just get what I need and go.
How often do you get paid?
Whenever I wake up and want to go, I at any given time have at least two different uh, tote bags full, like ready to go. I like to base it off a movie, American Gangster. Frank Lucas, who was the actual uh, mob boss, he hired his family because that's all he trusted was his family. He didn't graduate anywhere. He didn't have education in anything. He didn't know how to count money. He didn't know math. But he knew this one case equaled $1 million. And he made $1 million a day for a few years, and he was severely rich. And that's how I base it off of. It's like, if I can fill this bag up, I know it's this amount. If I fill this bag up, I know it's that amount. And that's just how I've been going for the past like 5 years.
About how much money do you make a year?
I'd say, I'd say on average, at the least, I'd make 2,500 a month. So it's really good. It's really good money.
Have you ever been caught?
A few times, but then the transition, then is still a misdemeanor. It's just shoplifting.
So tell me about the different stores and like their sensors and the tags and things like that.
Lately, familiar with H&M and even Forever 21 has adopted these tags. It's kind of like they don't want to destroy their garments, so they have equipped their tags embedded with sensor chips. And the only way to deactivate them is at the register being scanned. I learned that the hard way. But now that I know that, and just take the tag right on off, it saves a lot of trouble. So I don't feel bad about some of the things because most of these clothing, from these sales racks and changing of the seasons, they just go to the city dump. They get incinerated, they get destroyed, they don't get recycled. So I take that and make a profit off of it.
Do you ever feel like remorse or bad for what you do, or?
Absolutely not. Like I said, these aren't people. This isn't personal. Whenever I enter these stores, it's not personal. But as far as feeling bad about it, no. I try to leave whatever area I'm in the same shape that I left it in. I see videos of people who, run in stores and just get heaps full of stuff and just run out with it. Like, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as why steal a slice of pie when you can just take crumbs? No one really notices when the crumbs are missing, but they'll notice when the slice is missing. So as long as you keep, your nose above water, you're good. When you start getting greedy, it starts getting noticeable, and you leave a trail.